Oh no, there goes Tokyo. Yes, history shows again and again how nature points up the folly of man. I am Un, and this is Tokyo Jungle. Before we get started, I have a couple of corrections to make. One is that I went through my history on PSN, and I totally never bought the DLC for this. I don't know why I thought I did, only that my memory is as bad as my navigational skills, and not only do I forget things, sometimes I remember shit that never happened. Anyway, also, when you're using the clean kill technique, that's the instant kill technique, you can only do it on animals that are one size larger than you, not two, like I said last episode. And finally, Yuga Takeuchi fan posted a number of comments on the first episode with lots of information about the game, which reminded me of just how much I've forgotten about this game, and pointed out that survival points do have an important purpose beyond just bragging rights for the leaderboard. They're how you unlock new equipment and some of the animals that aren't unlocked through specific challenges, so we will definitely want to be racking up as many of those as we can. Now, with all of that squared away, let's go ahead and try out that first story mission that we unlocked last time. Pampered to survival mode. The pet food at home has run out, and there's no one left to care for you. You must now fend for yourself. It's time to wake the wild beast within the Pomeranian. That last line is so wonderful. The wild beast within the Pomeranian. And as I mentioned last episode, the Pom is kind of the mascot animal for this game. It appeared in most of the marketing and is in the tutorial and the first mission and what have you. This apartment is home to a Pomeranian, now without an owner. The once generous food stores have hit rock bottom. The days of being a coddled pet are at an end. Oh, poor little sweetie. The time to rise from toy dog to noble beast is at hand! Your first day with no pet food has come and gone, and even the rabbits are laughing at us. If you have no luck hunting, you'll starve to death. Something that we learned very well in the tutorial. Alright. Our first objective? Eat a rabbit. And oh my goodness, our hunger is in bad shape, so yeah, we gotta do some eating with all possible speed. Nope, there's a rabbit, but if we approach from the front, we're going to get its attention, and we don't want that. There we go. And just as our hunger runs out. Well, we're up to 12, so we're not in so much immediate danger of dying, but that's still not very much. Oh yes, I forgot about the creep move. They don't show you that in the tutorial. So I guess this could be considered something of an extended tutorial. Okay. The arrow on the mini-map is pointing upward, so the rabbit is... it's right up there. And facing the wrong direction. Oh. Oh shit. It saw me. Oh, and another one saw me too. Well, fortunately, Pomeranians are reasonably fleet when they get their dander up. So is this rabbit still... Yep, it's still alert. No, I don't know if I particularly call that performance excellent game, but it got the job done. Night is falling. Find a safe place to make your bed. Well, as with food and water, every animal does need to rest. How do we get over there? I guess we'll probably need to creep. Or perhaps not. Oh! The destination is on the minimap, and I've been completely going the wrong way. Yeah, I definitely am going to have to reaccustom myself to this game. Probably wouldn't have been the worst idea in the world to do a little practicing before I recorded this LP, but what the hell. You get to watch me relearn the game, and I think I see what they want here. To go up these walkways. Pretty impressive balancing act there, little dog. And we should be just about there. It's Little Arizona. Defeat them and claim it for your own. Well, time to throw down with cats, get a little revenge for the way the last survival mode went down. Had a chance at a clean kill there, but totally missed it. Well, just doing straight up damage will also get the job done. Oh, but we're not done yet. And we're also very hungry, so I'm at kind of a bad situation here. Got the clean kill off, though. There's nothing stopping us from chowing down on the cat, getting a little of our food gauge back. Oh dear God. Oh, that went surprisingly well. How cute. You killed the cat and claimed its territory. You're far from a toy dog. You're a bona fide hunter now. You're overwhelmed by a new sense that you could never have felt before. Well, sometimes it does take getting snapped out of our comfortable routine to see what we're truly capable of. And to unlock that first proper story mission, we also picked up a new archive, Damn, I can talk. Last episode. So let's go ahead and give that a look. Oh, and a veterinary report. I don't remember picking that up, but we'll read it anyway. I've never seen the animals in such an agitated state when I've been at the zoo. While I've been at the zoo. Cannot talk today. I don't know what could be causing this, but one theory is they've ingested some sort of chemical that agitates them, making them turn much more savage than before. Please check again to see if there's been any change to their diet. And the zookeeper's next report? We've adjusted their diet, but the condition of the animals has yet to change. Even our Pomeranian at home seems agitated and unable to sleep. I wonder if all animals in the area are suffering similar symptoms. So, according to the archives, it seems that the animals started acting strangely before humanity disappeared. Wonder what the significance of that will be. Well, in order to further our knowledge, we'll have to do some more survival mode. And we've spent a fair amount of time as the Pomeranian. Let's try out a grazer. In some ways, like most forms of fighting, the grazer does have life a little tougher, but the good news is their food doesn't run away. Let me take a quick look at what some of our early challenges are. Okay, we need to eat some grass, we need to raise rank to veteran, which we already did. Okay. Oh, I think this counts as a grass right here. I think that's what the leafy plant is. Indeed. And we get some stamina jerky for it. Don't know if that's anything a deer would ever actually want to eat, but, well, we have the option. Raise rank to veteran. We already did that, didn't we? Yes, we did. Oh, and this is another type of plant that we didn't see in the tutorial. The flowers, I think they're not worth very much at all. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that is the least valuable source of calories for the herbivores. Alright, our current challenge, if I recall correctly, is to mark 2 times. So let's go ahead over to the right and we'll mark the additional spaces here in Shibuya Station. One thing that's nice about the Sika deer is, not surprisingly, it's a very fast mover. Is there anything of interest up here? Oh, yeah. You get an excellent amount of calories from the fruit plant thing. And in this case, it was enough to push us all the way up to boss. No, we don't really need that right now. We'll save the mushroom just in case. Need a couple more flowers to top off our hunger, though. They're not that valuable for points, so no big deal that our level is already maxed out. Alright. Shibuya Station is now ours, and that should be the next challenge, I believe. Also, now that we've marked the complete area of Shibuya Station, the potential mates have spawned. Oh, and that's going to be our next challenge. We'll leave the rest of that plant for now. Let's see what kind of prospect we've got here. Okay, she is an average mate, so it wouldn't be too bad. We'll see if the one over on the left here is prime or desperate. And if she's desperate, then we'll want to go back and make our proposal to the average one. Man, did you have to be all the way out there? Now our toxicity is beginning to rise, but we're almost there. Oh, and she is prime. Wonderful. That's another challenge completed. And something else that Yuka Takeuchi fan pointed out is that stat gains are permanent. That is to say, when you pass on your stat increases to the next generation, then those stat increases will continue to apply to any consecutive games that you play. Well, not consecutive, any future games that you play with that animal type. Which makes them all the more valuable. Problem there? And our current challenge, conveniently enough, is to move on to the next generation. And as you can see there, you can also use the nest to save your game. If things are going well, then your survival mode challenges, or your survival mode sessions, rather, can go for quite some time, so being able to save and pick back up can be pretty handy. Ah, yes, there's an important thing here. You can also order packmates to act as decoys to help you escape dangerous predators by tapping the triangle button. That will make one of your packmates just collapse. It's like the weak member of the herd button. And if you're being chased by a group of predators, having one of your packmates sacrifice themselves will cause the whole enemy pack generally to fall on the downed member of the herd and keep them from chasing you. It's not perfect, it's not completely reliable, but works pretty well. And that's one more reason that it's very useful to have a large family. Alright, our next challenge is to find a gazelle boss in Dogenzaka. That one, wow, we have 30 years to do that. Now, it looks like the reward will be to unlock the gazelle, and we do want to have as many animal options as we can get, so that seems like it's worth doing. Now, again, it has been quite a while since I played this, so I don't remember where Dogenzaka is. Looks like it's to the left of Shibuya Station. Do we go for the archives, or do we go for the gazelle? Well, we have a lot of time to get the gazelle, so let's try for the archives first. I want to keep unlocking those story missions, because again, our ultimate goal is going to be to complete all the story missions, and this game has 2 endings, and we're going to want to see both of them. Actually, how's the food situation in Shibuya shop? It's not great, but at least there'll be a thing or two to eat. We'll just have to make the best of it. Alright, okay, very cool. I'm gonna try and creep past it. Oh, it's just a chicken. We don't have to worry about them. Alright, our first marking point is going to be down and to the right. I'm getting pretty hungry. I hope we find one of those plants soon. We can have a sip of the water for the immediate. That'll help slightly. You know, the meter said there were going to be some plants here, but I haven't seen a single one yet. Not even on the minimap. Well, we'll just have to keep our eyes peeled, and if there are any more pools of water along the way, we can have a drink. That'll at least stave off starvation for a little while. On the bright side, there aren't too many animals around either, and we haven't seen any predators in this area yet. So it may not be prime grazing ground, but at least it's safe. Ooh, that's appreciated, though. That easily gets us up to veteran. And yet another thing that Yuka Takeuchi fan pointed out is that you cannot mate again and raise the next generation in the place that your parents just did, possibly because that's just creepy, and, well, it's their place. You know, you gotta leave the nest and get a place of your own. Alright, where's our next marking point? I don't really need to hit them right now, but I'm hitting them anyway. As I am so often in the habit of saying when I'm playing these things, it's better to have it and not need it than the inverse. There is some kind of critter up ahead. And it's a pig. We don't need to worry about those. Alright, and our final marking point is going to be right up here. But we really don't need to go hunting for a mate right now. Our interest is in the archives. Here in the Shibuya suburbs. And those holes that you see on the map are entrances to the sewer. Some of the really large animals can't really get around the sewers too well, but they're pretty safe places for any of the animals for whom they're reachable. And you saw there that it is in fact possible to do the clean kill as an herbivore, but in their case you can only do it on animals that are the same size as you or smaller. And you don't have the one size bigger thing that you get with carnivores. Which I guess is just how it shows that they're a little better at the whole hunting thing. Okay, if we head a little more left and then upward, then we will be on the right path. Ooh, that was a cat. I'm glad it didn't notice me. And that is a palm, and I hope it doesn't notice me either. Hit the marking point while we're at it. And then, what do we got down here? Another cat. Alright, we have unlocked the next story mission, which is one of the more important things to actually making progress in this LP. And now we can try and make it to Dogenzaka and take out that gazelle boss. And make the gazelle available for our use. Let's see, can I get over here? Yeah, we can jump our way through there. Looked like there were some flowers to eat over here. We don't need the calories for ranking up, but we do need them to keep ourselves alive. Oh, we don't want to go up there, we want to go to the right. Oh shit, cat. Yeah, didn't seem too interested in giving chase to any particular length, so good for us. Obviously, if you're an herbivore, you can't eat animals that you quick kill, or kill in any other fashion. It's really just to get them off your ass. Well, let's see here. Do we have a good mate prospect? Okay, that's an average one. Hey, we made our 10-year anniversary. Let's see, what kind of prospective mate do we have up here? Also average. So I think we're gonna hold off for now. It's gonna... Oh yeah, there's no food here. So let's hustle ourselves on over to the next district as quickly as possible. Not only do we have a long way to go for our next challenge, but we are running out of hunger gauge at a pretty good rate. By the way, once you've marked an area and staked it out as your territory, it is possible to just use the nest without a mate. That'll just let you sleep, and that can be a good way to pass time and see if conditions improve. Oh, somewhere along the way we activated the challenge to head for Shibuya Shop District, and, well, we were right there, so that was easily fulfilled. There are things in Shibuya Station. Not much food, but a little bit. And Dogenzaka will be the next district to the left. And I really need some food here. There are at least a few pools of water to drink from in the Shibuya Station area, so that'll help slightly. Ah, and a shroom, that'll help even more. Oh, I was talking about the sewers, that's right. The sewers can be useful to cover a lot of ground quickly. Sometimes they're the fastest way to get from point A to point B. There's lots of water around, but it's all toxic. You can drink it if you're that desperate for hunger, but I wouldn't advise it because it will definitely raise your toxicity a fair bit. The other nice thing about the sewers is they don't tend to contain too many predators. They do have alligators, but alligators are quite slow. Ah, there's the gazelle boss. Oh, it doesn't want to fight, it just wants to get away, but we can't allow that. Oh, all we had to do was find it. Oh, sorry, sheep. We pissed it off. Oh, sheep, I don't want to fight. I've had enough. Holy shit, that sheep is on me. Alright, if you want to fight, then we'll fight. Holy shit. Did you see that, that clean, or that kill animation? We just kicked the shit out of it. You came to the wrong neighborhood. Well, actually, I suppose it's us that's in this neighborhood when we shouldn't be, but you know what I mean. Alright, enough screwing around. Our next challenge is apparently to find the chick boss. And that is in Shibuya Shop, so we'll be retracing our steps. Fortunately, the sheep here aren't enraged. And why am I even going this way? Well, at least we got some medicine out of it. Pet medicine does pretty much what you'd expect it to. Just restores life and drops your toxicity, had you had any buildup with that. Only need a little bit of the flour there. I'll leave the rest just in case I should come back this way anytime soon. Can't imagine why I would, but... Alright, now we should have just one more marking point to do in this area. Don't know that we necessarily need to go to another generation at this point, but we will have the option. Don't remember if there's any additional benefit to actually defeating the gazelle boss, but the important thing is we found it and we unlocked the gazelle for our future use. Oh, the nest is all the way up there. Yeah, let's not mess around with this right now. Oh, there's the gazelle again. Let's see if we can actually catch it this time. Oh, it can really haul ass, but it is a gazelle. One other thing about sleeping in the nest if you don't have a mate. I believe that will reset the mate availability spawns. So if there aren't any that fit your standards, that's another way that you can reset them. Which that could be something I'm remembering incorrectly, but I think I'm right about that. And the clean kill with the deer, you just kick shit into orbit. Yeah, I don't think that actually conferred any benefit on us. I feel a little gratuitously violent now. How old is our current... yeah, we are kind of getting on in years. I'll want to find a mate soon. Let's try and make a little more progress toward the Shibuya Shop District before we go worrying about that. It's been long enough that we used, long enough since we used this particular stretch of water, we can do it again. Shibuya Shibuya Shop District is polluted, so when we get there, we will have our toxicity begin to rise. Not a particularly good thing, but with any luck, we won't have to spend too much time there. Have a little snack before we move along. Right, now this is where the chick boss should be. And we already have this area staked out as our territory, so we'll be able to find a mate and get our next generation rolling nice and easy. Now, where is that chick? Hiding over here around the nest? No, it doesn't appear to be. Oh man, we're really getting poisoned here. That is not a good situation. In fact, if I can find a mate and head for a nest, I may do that just to make time pass so it's not all polluted here anymore. Oh, hey chick. And we have unlocked another animal. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, our toxicity just keeps climbing and climbing, and that's not the most gorgeous situation. And our abilities are beginning to drop due to old age, so yeah, we definitely need to find a mate. Okay, that's... they were both average here, weren't they? Alright, well, that's the best we can do right now. I don't want to screw around with, resetting them by just taking a nap, so... yeah, let's find our average mate. And hurry up and... oh, shit, I picked up a desperate one. Yep, as I mentioned, if you happen to get a desperate mate following you, you will take up the fleas. And as it says, you can bathe in water, or you can take pet medicine to get rid of them, but we're almost done with this generation of deer, so I'm not going to worry about it. And fleas just make you stop moving for a few moments, which is bad if you have a predator on your tail. Unfortunately, we won't be able to pass on many of our stat gains, or have too many offspring, because I inadvertently ran right into a desperate mate, but I'll just have to make the best of it. I really need to get up there. Death is approaching rapidly. Just made it. Yeah, we got a couple of stat points, but not very much. And we only have one sibling. So I'll have to play it a little more careful here. Do we have our next challenge yet? No, we have not. Okay, it looks like our next challenges will start hitting after we've survived for 20 years. And that's not terribly far off. I could really just punt at this point because we've already unlocked the next challenge mission, which is really the sort of thing we need to do to get progress. Oh, when a corpse is purple like this, that means it's toxic. It's either rotten or poisoned, and it will increase your toxicity if you eat it. But of course, as we are a grazer, that's not even something we need to worry about. A little while back, you also saw that there was a plant with dots rising up from it. That's how it is indicated that a plant is toxic. Speaking of toxic, our toxicity is still climbing, but not nearly as much as it was before. Getting some water and some good plant life will help with that. Yeah, there's going to be some food in Shibuya Station. That'll keep us going for a little while, hopefully. And I'm really having a much better run with the deer than I was with the Pomeranian. I've definitely still got some rust on me. But I think I'm starting to get the hang of it again. Now, what was that fine Bujin? That's in Dogenzaka. We'll have to go back for that. Oh wait, no, Dogenzaka is the next one, so we're headed the right way. That's handy. In addition to just getting my handle around the actual mechanics of the game again, I'm also going to have to learn where things are. A bit of memorization of the various districts and what can be found in them can definitely help you out quite a bit in this. Alright, that's one level up. As I mentioned early on, conditions do steadily get worse and worse as you survive longer. That's why we're starting to see toxic areas more frequently. And holy shit, there's a tiger. Thankfully napping. Oh! Oh shit. And apparently, punting that beagle into orbit kind of got the tiger's attention. One of our prospective mates is getting murdered there, but we can't stop around to play White Knight. We gotta keep moving. We've got to try and find Bujin. Oh, there it is. Speak of the devil. Sometimes the missions will just be to find certain landmarks. Bujin's one of the easier ones, I think. I've had some trouble actually fighting some of the other ones. And premium pet food, I think, just restores quite a bit of hunger. Also reduces your toxicity quite a bit. That'll be a good thing to hang on to. What else have we got for challenges? Ah yes, we have to intake a lot of calories and do a lot of marking. Well, those are all things we'd want to do anyway, so no big deal there. How does the next district look for... Oh wow, the food supply in the next district is fantastic. Which is good, because there's none left here. Yeah, you guys fight. I don't want any of this. That's one thing that can work in your favor, is gangs of predators keeping each other busy. How are we? We're veteran. We've got a long way to go to have enough calories for boss rating, so let's see if we can just attract an average mate and... Well, you know what? We're only 4 years old. We don't really need to do that right now. That's a decision that may end up biting me in the ass, but I'm gonna press on. We need calories, we need marking spots. Lots of animal activity around here, so we'll have to play it careful. Fortunately, none of them have been particularly dangerous yet. Fruit down there, that'll help with our calorie challenge quite a bit. And it'll also get us up to boss. Yay, hyenas fighting a hippo. That is something that we want no part of. Alright, where are the marking points? Now, Shibuya Woods is a huge area and fairly complicated to navigate. There are lots of ups, lots of downs. Even just ground level is fairly intricate. Especially when it's nighttime and you can't see for shit. Let's try going up this way. Well, no, it actually looks like the next marking point is in a little bit of a low direction, so that's how we're gonna go for now. There's also some plant material here, that'll help. And we've just completed the 3,000 calorie challenge. Wonderful. Now we just need to keep hitting marking points, and that'll be our next one. Do we have any other challenges active? Don't think so. And next ones won't trigger until we get 46 years old. Next marking point is all the way over to the right. Things are getting pretty toxic around here. Oh shit, painted dogs. Fortunately, their visibility is not so good in the dark either, it seems. Hippos. One thing you never want to do is piss off a hippo. At least they won't be hunting us for food, though. Those more painted dogs. Well, whatever they are. We don't want to mess with them. Next marking point is to the northwest. Okay, I think we can handle that. Oh shit. What is chasing me? Oh, wolves. Nope, we don't want none of that for sure. Okay, they seem to have lost our scent. That's one good thing. Oh, monkeys. They are not our friends either, so let's go back the way we came. We can always scarf down some of that pet... Oh, shit, the wolves. That's right. Well, at least we can hit the marking point. And the next one, we're still gonna bear left. Oh, that's one thing I forgot. I don't remember if it's all of them or not, but at least some of the grazer species can double jump. Not exactly high realism there, but useful. Well, we are in bad shape. I should really use some of my items. Okay. We need health. And I think I can save the Primo pet food for a little bit longer. Oh god, we've got predators everywhere. Okay, a little more territory marked. How many more do we need for our challenge? Oh, we completed that. Sweet. Alright, we are a boss. But I think our prospective mates are quite some distance away. Yeah, one of them's through that enormous cloud of predators we just survived, so, not sure I like this situation, but we'll give it our best. Hey, you leave my prospective girlfriend alone. Alright, you are not a prime mate, but you'll do. Now we just have to make it to a nest. Out of the way, hippos. Oh shit, we've been followed. Oh! Oh, that went really wrong. Well, we got a lot done in this particular run of survival mode, and maybe it is about time that we stopped and got back into our archives and story mode missions. Almost 50,000 survival points. Not a bad haul at all. And we did also unlock the chick and the gazelle, so that'll be nice. Let's take a look at our archives first off. Zookeeper critically injured. About 7:30 a.m. on March 14th, a worker at the zoo in Tokyo was attacked and critically injured by a bear. According to police, he suffered bites to his face and arms, and was still unconscious. Staff at the zoo say animals are behaving strangely. Police are investigating the zoo's safety procedures, along with any possible connection to other animal-related incidents in the vicinity recently. Seems that those animal-related oddities that the zookeeper recorded are just getting worse and worse. Pets escape and go fleeing down Dogenzaka. About 3 p.m. on March 24, some 100 pets escaped from a Shibuya pet shop. After fleeing en masse down Dogenzaka, they broke into several packs and began roaming about the city until the police were able to round them all up several hours later. Rapid rise in owners leaving pets at local animal shelters. On May 2nd, the Tokyo Chuo Animal Shelter announced a four-fold rise over the previous year in the number of pets they received. Many pet owners are claiming pets they have had for years are suddenly turning vicious. The shelter is now setting up a help desk offering advice on pet rearing. Well, if these trends continue, I don't think all the pet raising advice in the world is going to help. And we've got a new story mission, so let's go ahead and tackle that, and I think after that we're probably going to be ready to hang it up for the day. And it's going to be another Pomeranian mission. The Pomeranian is feasting on rabbits and taking territory from cats. You have grown into a fully fledged hunter. Along with Pomeranian pride, an uncontrollable urge has awakened. That bark. It's a female dog. It's time to become a true male, little Pom. Seek out that female. I do see some critters down there below us, so taking the high road may be to our benefit here. The chase begins. It seems this is boar territory. Well, we are a predator and they are not, but all the same, I don't think we want to mess with them. So we'll try and make our way through with as little fuss as possible. Yeah, just turn around. Atta piggy. I think he's going to be a little too big for us to clean kill. So we'll continue to make our way across the rooftops. And our Lady Fair should be just a little ways below us. Can we get down to street level from here? No, it doesn't look that way. Oh shit. Need somewhere to hide. Oh, and I'm about to start starving. The situation kind of took a turn southward. I'm starting to find it very likely that I'm going to blow this mission. How do I get to where I need to go? God, I really am rusty at this game. Can I crawl under the truck here? I can. That's what I was missing. Will we have enough time? Aren't they cute? Yeah, dude, you gotta at least take her out for coffee first. You found a mate. Now head for a human apartment to seal the deal. Hopefully I can find something to eat along the way. Oh yeah, I'm really dying here. Yep, this is not gonna go well for me. Oh, it checkpointed us. Very nice. Didn't know it was gonna do that, but I am not gonna knock it. Yeah, we've got some kind of critters up ahead. Cats. No sense in messing with them if we don't need to. I got no quarrel with you, Rabbit. Fortunately, there is no fall damage in this game. Oh, we've pissed off the cats. None of your nonsense. I got killed by you guys too much in the last episode survival game. Alright, we need to keep moving. Well, I think it's safe to say I'm getting a little better at fighting off the cats. Okay, we're getting close. Just a little farther to go. Hopefully we won't run into too many more threats along the way. Nothing on the minimap so far. There we are, we just need to get to the second floor of that building. There is definitely some kind of beastie. Holy shit! I don't even want to think about fighting that. That's it, move along. Whew. 5 months have passed. And we've started our own little yappy dog family. The Pomeranian now has healthy pups. Today is the young Pomeranian's first hunt. Time to bring back food for their parents. This is a fairly long mission. Alright, looks like we've got a decent rabbit population here. Use your mouth to carry the carcass back to your parents. Oh, I have to hold down the button, okay. This is not a normal mechanic, I don't think. Can't remember if this is actually usable in the survival mode or not. Something to try out next time I give it a shot. Not in the mood for chicken, huh? Oh, alright, I'll eat it then. Well, if a chick won't do, then... Ooh! A grown-up chicken. That has potential. Well, we're not doing a lot of damage with each strike, but we're stun-locking them pretty good. That is a big-ass cat. Can't help but imagine they'll be satisfied with that. You were once a human-pampered Pomeranian, but you can now support a family of your own. Your pups continue to grow strong day by day. It looks like the Pomeranians may actually be able to survive in this savage new world. And that is the end of our second non-tutorial story mission. Well, big chunk of that was taken up by a lengthy survival run with the Sika deer, but all in all, we accomplished a fair amount. We finished 2 story missions, unlocked the gazelle, unlocked the chick, found some more files. This is still proceeding a little more train wreckily than I would quite like, but I'll continue to get the hang of this again, and hopefully next time we'll continue to find more new things. In the meantime, I hope you're enjoying the trip, and until next time, this is Un saying thanks for watching. Today's episode of Un vs. the English Language was brought to you by Justin Carpenter, Nolden, Zangamarth, Charlie Dunst, Anonymous Benefactor, John Madigan, Sanguine Games, Misha Van Doren, Frank Grizzy, Tim J., Lolo De Puzzlo, Joshua C. Ritchie, Jared C. Rice, Darren Chow, Sonic Rose, EX Potemkin, Alicia Goranson, Argyle Jelly, Mechasaurus, DG Jono, Doug Russell, August Fortnight, Patrick Bellinger, Rob Lyons, and other wonderful patrons. Thank you all, and thank you everyone watching, commenting, and subscribing. Glad to have you along as always. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you next episode.